Is this another video about how to be an artist in the age of TikTok? Maybe. I've been thinking a lot about social media lately. About those super smart little videos people make so you won't swipe away. Like, please stay, listen to my song, save my album, follow me before I disappear forever. And I get it, the industry changed. Actually, the industry got TikTokified. Now you watch interviews with label people, A&R types, and they all kind of say the same thing. Before anything else, they look at your numbers, your followers, your engagement, your potential. And I mean, obviously, who's gonna spend thousands of dollars on a project nobody's listening to? I get that. Because if I'm being honest, like a year ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, part of my plans with all these videos was exactly that. I thought maybe if I documented the process, if I made the right kind of noise, maybe a label would find me. And then I kinda stopped and thought, why? So they can own my masters? So they can ask for 10 reels a month? So they can slowly turn the thing I love into content? No. So instead, I save a little money, not that crazy amount, just enough to start paying for some parts of this process myself and try to make the album on my own terms. Which sounds romantic until you realize you still have a life outside of your art. You still have bills, you still get tired, you still lose momentum, you still have days where your brain just refuses to open. And then there are all these weird toxic motivational phrases people say like, you can't give the leftovers of your energy to the thing that's supposed to change your life. And yeah, kind of. But most people can't just stop working for 6 months and make an album every day. That's not real life for a lot of us. So I've tried to find some kind of middle ground. I've sacrificed things. I've sacrificed social life. I probably sacrifice making a little more money, and I sacrifice rest sometimes. But I'm also trying not to become cruel with myself in the process. I'm trying to tolerate imperfection. I'm trying to accept that this is gonna take longer than I thought. And that maybe that's okay, as long as I don't lose direction. Because my biggest dream was never really to go viral. My biggest dream was just to make the album. And if somehow, while making it, I connect with a small community, that's enough for me. Really. I'm not looking for millions of people. I'm not looking for fame. Sometimes I spend 2 or 3 weeks making a video for one song and like 15 people watch it. And honestly, that's okay. Because I'm not trying to defeat the algorithm. I'm trying to survive myself. My fears, my insecurities, my ego, my need for approval, all of that feels way bigger than an app. And the funny thing is, the day I wrote this video, I wasn't even supposed to be writing this video. I had scheduled that day to finish another song, and I just couldn't do it. The mood never came. The melody didn't land. I lost like 3 days trying to force something that clearly did not want to be finished yet. So I stopped. And I came back to this video with a song I finished last month, which actually feels very appropriate. Because this song, Lobster, is kind of about that exact tension. About being an artist in a world where everything is trying to turn you into something consumable, easy to sell. And I think it's part of why making art right now can feel so strange. Because it's not just that capitalism wants your labor anymore. It wants your attention, your image, your sadness. Everything has to become usable. And if you make music now, it's not enough to make the song. You also have to market the song. Upload the teaser, design the cover, make the short form version, be vulnerable, be funny, be mysterious, be consistent, be online. And I don't know, at a certain point, it starts to feel like the system doesn't just want the art. It wants to cook the artist too. That's where Lobster came from. I kept thinking about this image of a lobster being lowered into boiling water, a living thing reduced to a product, prepared, served, consumed. And in my head, right before it goes in, it says, "I'm not your lobster." That's the whole song basically. And my head is like, "I'm not your lobster, I'm not your lobster." So yeah, maybe this is another video about being an artist in the age of TikTok. But it's also a video about trying not to disappear inside a system that wants to turn everything into content. And trying to remember that success, at least for me, can depend on whether the algorithm likes me this week. And if this song never becomes a trend, that's fine too, because my job is not to become perfectly consumable. My job is to finish the album. And this is Lobster. Now you lobster, now you lobster, fuck. And now you lobster, now you lobster, fuck. And now you lobster, and now you lobster, and now you lobster, fuck. And now you lobster, and now you lobster, fuck. Please move again. Every night.